The €1 million invested by Orlegi Sports in the sporting club did not increase the team's salary cap, according to the latest figures released by LaLiga. The Spanish Football League made public the salary limits for all its clubs, and the Sporting appears in the 13th position in the second division, with a surprisingly low increase of €73,000 in its salary cap compared to the limits set in the month of September. This amount is significantly lower than the €1 million that Orlegi Sports injected into the club to help with the signings of Dotor and Serrano, as announced by the club's executive president, David Guerra, in his last press conference. The sporting club provided an explanation for this discrepancy, stating that the €1 million will be reflected in the club's annual accounts. According to the club, LaLiga was aware of this movement, which was used to increase the club's capacity to register players, but it did not affect the salary cap. The salary cap is a financial control measure implemented by LaLiga based on the club's business figures. The club insists that it made a significant effort to register Carlos Dotor and Nico Serrano, and that the economic injection allowed them to compete with other teams that were also interested in signing these players, particularly Nico Serrano, who is a winger for Athletic. A closer look at the salary limits reveals some interesting aspects. Firstly, there is a significant gap between the Sporting and the teams with the highest economic capacity. The Cádiz, which is currently at the top of the ranking, has a salary cap that is almost €9.5 million higher than the Sporting. Even the Oviedo, which is in 5th position, has a salary cap that is almost €5 million higher than the Sporting. The Almeria, which is the Sporting's next opponent and one of the top contenders for promotion, has the second lowest salary cap, with €3.8 million. The Huesca has the lowest salary cap, with €2.5 million. These figures highlight the significant economic disparities between the teams in the second division. While some teams have a much higher capacity to invest in their squads, others are struggling to make ends meet. The Sporting situation is a clear example of this, as the club had to rely on an external investment to sign 2 key players. The fact that this investment did not increase the team's salary cap raises questions about the club's financial management and its ability to compete with other teams in the division. As the season progresses, it will be interesting to see how these economic disparities affect the team's performance on the pitch. Will the teams with the highest salary caps be able to dominate the division, or will the teams with lower budgets be able to punch above their weight? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The economic aspect of football is becoming increasingly important, and teams need to be clever and resourceful to stay competitive. The announcement of the salary limits has also sparked a debate about the financial sustainability of the teams in the second division. With some teams struggling to make ends meet, there are concerns about the long-term viability of these clubs. The Sporting situation is a clear example of this, as the club had to rely on an external investment to sign 2 key players. This raises questions about the club's financial management and its ability to compete with other teams in the division. In the month of September, the Sporting's salary cap was set, and the club has since then made efforts to adjust to this limit. This has led to speculation about the club's financial situation and its ability to manage its budget effectively. As the season progresses, it will be interesting to see how the club navigates these financial challenges and whether it will be able to stay competitive in the division. If you want to stay informed about everything that matters, why not explore more about what we're sharing? In the description of this video, you'll find additional resources that will enrich your understanding of the subject. Our commitment goes beyond informing. Daily, we bring stories that truly matter, whether from behind the scenes of technology, cultural movements, or global events shaping the future. If you believe that being well-informed is essential to understanding the world, this is the moment to join us. With just 2 clicks, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This way you ensure access to in-depth analysis, unique contexts, and a broader view of events. Don't let crucial information go unnoticed. Click now, become part of our community, and join us in deciphering the impact of news on the future we're building together.